project management can be leveraged into mega events. And this is my agenda. So I will talk about overall mega events industry in Middle East region, in GCC countries, especially in Saudi Arabia, and how especially sport events can boost the tourism in this country. And then I will talk about, second part will be key challenges of events and how project management can help events be better and be more effective. And I have found two core pillars I will explain in my slides. And I did a research among 100 people from GCC countries who are working for event industry more than 10 years. And I will share what number says. Let's see how event managers, event professionals look for project management in event management. So this is a little bit about my introduction. First, to let you know, I'm from Azerbaijan originally. I'm from Baku. And last 5 years, I have lived in 9 countries, as you see. I started with Women World Cup in Azerbaijan. It was back 11 years ago. And then I moved to Champions League. I did New York Goals, which is especially for women football. Then I did Euro League. Then I worked for Euro 2020. I worked for Club World Cup in Qatar, Arab Cup, and World Cup, like FIFA World Cup 2022. So I did lots of events. So that's why I'm here trying to explain and show how project management can be leveraged into the event management. A little bit about PMWILL. I will also explain a little bit what I do now as PMWILL. I do consulting services. I do project management workshops. I do coaching, strategical support, event planning, and I also organize special incentive for C-level leaders of the companies. This is Montenegro. All these pictures from Montenegro. I have lived in this country, so I do trainings and leadership camps in this beautiful country. So let's move to presentation itself. So hosting major events overall in Saudi Arabia, it already brings, and it will bring more boost to economy. It will show cultural attractiveness. It can show the wider international area how Saudi Arabia can do more and more events. And it can also bring foreign direct investments. Let's see how industry looks like in Middle East and North Africa. So according to World Economic Forum, Middle East already is a powerhouse for mega events. It's already for decades. And the current market value is $600 billion US. And the region also has already proven by hosting several events. We can name special Olympic World Games, we can name World Cup in Qatar, we can name Formula 1 in Jeddah, and most probably Saudi Arabia is going to host FIFA Club World Cup by end of this year, and so many IOC, Asia Olympic Committee and FIFA events still in the pipeline for Saudi Arabia. And organizing these events is not easy, and it needs high-level professionalism. It needs project management competences for diverse workforce groups. And let's see specifically how it looks like in Saudi Arabia between 2019-23. There were 120 million visitors for events that was organized in Saudi Arabia. Join different events. It's not a unique person, it's a number of participation in 4 years. And 76,000 event days just in 4 years. And 11,136 licenses were given to different companies to organize events in Saudi Arabia. 470 entertainment destinations have been licensed across 42 cities, and the Saudi Arabia events industry size was valued 6 billion in 21, and most probably it will be 17.6 billion USD by 2031 in 10 years. And my panel is on the tourism, so how sport tourism can be leveraged through sport events. So I took this data from Ernst & Young. They have a really good report on sport event opportunity in Saudi Arabia. And they just named 3 special projects in Saudi Arabia, which is New Olympic Village in Riyadh, that is indoor and outdoor facility, which is US 100 million project and scheduled for December 24. And we have NEOM. Like NEOM is so famous. Like it's my first visit to Riyadh, but I know a lot about NEOM. It's like everywhere people talking about this project, and it's also planned to be a destination for adventure and different type of sport events host. So from grassroots to high performance, and they already started partnership with Mercedes-Benz E-Team. And sport complex in Qiddiya, it will be project encompass over 300 activities, and it's 300 million US project. So I'm giving you just, statistics, how it looks like now. I will go to next slides to show you how project management can help it to be the better. This is another slide to show the revenue from sport events. It's only the sport events. As we see in 2020, due to Corona, it was very low. Now the progress is by 8%. And what can be the key benefits for the country? The key benefits can be delivering directly economic impact. It can stimulate sport interest in people by encouraging both mass participation in sports and creating more people joining sport as a professional, or developing tourism. Like I know people specifically moving around the world for joining the events. I know crazy Formula 1 fans, they just go Baku especially for this, and it's same for Jeddah, I know. And improving the image of Saudi Arabia, it works very well. Azerbaijan did it, it worked very well. I believe it's working for and will work for Saudi Arabia as well. And promoting a sense of pride and unity among Saudi nationals. And let's see how project management can be part of mega events. 86% of mega events are profitable in terms of strategic mismanagement. And there are 7 success factors I will show you now, which should be encompassed in order to have successful event. 2 core pillars. First is, I would say, is people. Second is digital solutions. People, I mean staff behind the events. It's so important topic we need to focus on. I started my event journey as a workforce and volunteering manager. And I believe Saudi Arabia needs the same, doing the volunteering strategy, starting from the grassroots, going to the universities, starting to shape the volunteering culture, how you can start be a volunteer, how you can be part of the events in this country, what you will get as a benefit. It doesn't mean the money. The benefit, I mean how you will become stronger, how you will become better in future. I did a volunteering project in 2011 for 1,000 people in Azerbaijan. I know 100 of them after 10 years, they are all around the world. 5 of them working in Riyadh, like now Riyadh, for FIFA Club World Cup, for Riyadh season, for Harald season, like they work everywhere. I have 5 volunteers 10 years ago. He is now working for New Zealand Women World Cup. So it's like the results are great, the legacy is great. If you focus on your people, if you have a volunteering management program, if you have a good workforce planning, then your project will be successful and then they will be successful people in the future. And digital solutions. We cannot do events without digital solutions as all the industries. I can name you some. Accreditation. I can name you volunteering system. I can name you even a food voucher system. I can name you dot planning. Like all the technical things now being done digital solutions. And this is a 7 success factors, starting from leadership, coming to immersive technology, and I will, in next slides, will show you how statistics show it as well, like how project management competencies, how leveraging project management can be helpful for event managers. Like I was event manager. Then I saw I need some tools, I need some techniques. Like, I cannot deliver the event without tool, technique, planning, and reporting, because without right communication, without right tracking, you cannot manage event. It's same as project management, but a little bit different in terms of I would say energy, in terms of why. But this is event for project management, but organizing event is have so many details you need to take care. And let's start. I will show you the research that I have conducted, and I will go one by one slides. I did it in like 1 month ago. I did it specifically for this forum, and I found 100 people, and I will let you know 50 of them was my volunteers 10 years ago. They're really helpful. I still have connection with them. They were happy. Like when I said, guys, can you help me with research? They said, of course we can help you. And there were people living in GCC countries who are delivering the sport events, including World Cup, Club World Cup, and different events. Now let's see what numbers look like. So first I tried to find out what is their age representation, who took this survey. So age representation shows the same as the Saudi Arabia's population. So most of the people working in events industry are young generation. They are from 26 to 32. So they are the young generation who are eager to become better, who are eager to organize events and have a future career. And this is age representation, and as you see, 50 plus are young generation. Let's see country distribution, like out of 100 people, where do they live? Why the distribution is not 100%? Because I know some people who worked in Qatar, who worked in Saudi Arabia, who worked in Bahrain, so they just choosing multiple choices. So as you see, mainly Qatar because of World Cup. So as you see, just one important event, one huge and large mega event can boost the country to have lots of people working in events. Then secondly, Saudi Arabia, 43, and 43% and 42% United Arab Emirates. So I tried to cover most top 3 countries that organize events. As you see, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman is still numbers are low. Let's see in which fields do they work. So if you have worked ever in mega events, or if you have ever tried to organize mega events, you should know probably we need people for accreditation, we need people for planning, we need people for cleaning, waste, catering, logistics, media, transport. It's so diverse. Only in World Cup Qatar, there were 51 divisions. It was crazy. 51 divisions, including arrival, departure from airport till waste management in the stadiums, including sustainability. So it was diverse teams behind the mega events, and it's not easy to coordinate these people. It's not easy. I was workforce manager, and my role was integrating all this demand, helping volunteers and workforce to be recruited, to be trained, and to be ready for the event. So as you see, proportion is somehow the same, but mainly logistics and venue operations. I will tell you, logistics is a core pillar. If you don't have good logistics, if you don't have good venue management, your event should fail easily. And let's see, I asked them, do you use digital solutions in your events? It was directly question like this. 84.8 said yes, we are using digital solutions during the event. And let me give you a name: workforce management system, volunteering management system, accreditation system, technical system, and different venue management system. And it's more and more. It's just 5. I just put here just top 5. And this means people who work for events, they need to be good in technical skills. They need to be good in not only soft skills, but also how to use these systems. I delivered workforce management product development in Qatar, and the hardest part was training people how to use this system. It's the hardest part, because they will go to stadiums, they will go to middle of the desert and have a tent, but will they be ready to use it? So it was the hardest part. So I would say training is so most important thing in being sure that people will use the systems. Okay, so next question I asked from them, okay, you use digital solutions. What about, do you need project management? It was clearly simple question. Yes, okay. Do you need project management competency for event management? And 93.9 said yes. It was my assumption was around 90%, so it's a little bit above my perception. So 9 out of 10 people said yes, I need project management competencies in order to be sure that event will be successful. And then I asked, okay, do you have certificates? And this is a real result if they have certificate or not. So only 23% of them have PMP certificate, just 1 have Prince2, 3% have IPMA, Agile has just 4. Why it's less? Because there's a reason, because event management is more, I would say, still waterfall. We are using lots of digital solutions, but it's still waterfall. For example, World Cup in Qatar. It's waterfall. You know, you must open stadium this date. You must operate at this date. The match starts at 9 p.m. You need to be there 5 p.m. You need to go home at 5 a.m. So it can never be changed. It even happened, I slept in the stadium. It happens. So none of this, so 73%. So it shows they don't have certificates. It doesn't mean they don't care, because I started to talk why you don't have, what's happening. Me personally, I do PMP courses as well. My attendance around 60% still from event industry. But what I see, they cannot attend very well because they don't have, they don't do business as usual. They don't go office and do operations. They go to stadium, they go to dessert, they go to hotel. They don't have normal schedule to attend the PMP classes. So that's why my next question will answer this. So I asked, but what about tailor-made program for you guys? If we have project management, 3-day workshop, 2-day workshop, or 1-day workshop, specifically for you, not PMP, not PMISP, but something for you to be better, to have tools. For example, they work with 100 stakeholders, but they don't have stakeholder register. They work with 100 suppliers, not 100, 1,000 suppliers. They don't have supplier management system. So at least, giving them fundamentals, this tailor-made program. So this is one of my ideas now. I'm working on it in this Middle East region. So if anyone has interest, we can talk about it a little bit more, because this is the interest. So 83% say yes. I don't have time to go to PMP, and it's really they don't have time. My attendance I was thinking, okay, they're my friends, they will join. No, they are the people who don't attend because they don't have time. So, but it shows they need it. So there's like a gap, They need it, but they cannot go to PMP or different certifications. And If we sum up the possibilities and key next steps, as I mentioned, two core pillars, people and digital solutions. So 100,000 of people, so now maybe it's 10,000 people, it will be 100,000 people in Saudi Arabia soon, of event professionals. They can become more efficient during events planning and operation phases and leave long-lasting legacy for Human Development Program of the Kingdom Vision 2030, because by doing this, by helping them with programs, by helping them with different trainings and involvement, engagement, they can become better in delivering the event, and it will be for sure legacy for the country. As I said, hundreds of people from Azerbaijan now around the world. In Qatar World Cup, we had 170. I was the first in March 20. December 22, there were 175 people from Azerbaijan. We are a small country, 9 million. We were, and first was UK, which is normal, they are everywhere for event industry. Second was Azerbaijan. Like everyone was shocked, how small country, you are here. So it's same for Saudi Arabia. If you start it now, the people who work for events, who are volunteer today, they will be professional in 5 years. And the second, more digital solutions being developed and deployed by using tailor-made project management practices for workforce management, volunteering coordination, accreditation, venue management, or security operations within the events will become better and efficient and the way more pragmatic. So this is, I think that was the sum up. Yeah, that was the sum up. So overall, as I mentioned, so there's a huge opportunities for Saudi Arabia. So there's a huge opportunities to start. I would say what I see, there is need for volunteering management strategy, which will boost, especially use university students. I know there's 1.4 million university students in Saudi Arabia. In Azerbaijan, we have just 100,000. But I was going to all the universities. So literally 52 universities, I was there. So it should start from grassroots for volunteering. It should start from university, going to universities, starting to promote volunteering culture, bringing them to mega events, giving them the opportunity to be better, giving them career opportunities, and letting them to shine in future. So volunteering and digital solutions through project management, that's all from my side. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. I believe you enjoyed it. I'm glad for networking with you. Thank you.